Hi.
Hi Denise, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. First I want to explain our sessions. This is our second session. We will meet 3 more times. And like last time, we'll meet for 20 minutes. However, if we're in the middle of our conversation, we can continue talking perfectly fine and we don't have to rush. We'll be recorded on video. And while I'll take notes throughout our conversations today, you can feel free to do the same, make any notes, doodle, keep yourself occupied while we talk, if that makes you feel more comfortable. And last thing before we begin, I want to go over confidentiality. So that is everything that you say is confidential, unless I'm worried that you're hurting yourself, someone else, or that someone is hurting you. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's been going on since the last time we spoke?
Kind of the same thing, just all about college still.
Okay. And last time you mentioned that your parents were asking a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Is that still going on?
Yeah. Just a little bit more frequently.
Okay. Can you tell me when they're asking these questions? Like what's happening before or after?
They usually ask me around like when I get out of school and like dinner, and they just,
Okay, and you said it was your parents, so both your mom and dad are asking?
yeah, I lived there.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your parents?
Well, neither of them went to college, and my dad works, but my mom doesn't.
Okay, you mentioned that neither one of your parents went to college. Do you think that that has any influence on this situation?
Yeah, I think it does.
Okay. What do you think that it changes?
I feel like they realize like how much today now you really need to go to college to get a good job.
Okay.
So I think they're just trying to encourage me so I'm not like stuck without a job or can't get one I want.
Okay, I think that's excellent. I think it is for positive reasons, like you mentioned that your parents are asking. And how do these questions make you feel?
At times kind of stressed because I don't know any of the answers and I don't
Okay.
know.
And how do you think that makes your parents feel?
Scared and stressed too because
Right.
I just don't think I care. Or
Okay.
anything.
So maybe they're nervous and what they're doing is trying to encourage you? Think that's possible?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, it's something positive. How do you think you could change the negativity you feel towards it?
Well, I could have answers for next time they ask me, so I'm not feeling so stressed and like upset about it because like when you don't know about something, you kind of just don't want to talk about it. So that's how I feel about college right now.
Yep, I agree. I think that you're pretty accurate with that. And maybe that's just making them worry more that you don't have answers. So maybe if you were able to find some things out and have something to talk about with your parents, how do you think that would make them feel?
A lot happier and less stressed about
I
it.
think that would definitely improve that situation. Okay, so how could you make that happen, having some more information for your parents or being able to have a conversation back and forth? What could you do to make that happen?
Do more research and get the answers to the questions they usually ask me.
Okay. So there's a goal. I think we should establish that for our next session, that you could work on having some feedback for your parents, maybe some answers to their questions. So you could take some time in the next week to look into maybe one specific aspect of college and be able to talk to your parents about that. So right now, what are your feelings about college?
I do know that I do actually want to go, and that I know I need to go. I just don't really know everything about it right now because I just started to realize that I do want to go.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like stressed out about it because I don't know much about anything about college.
Okay. And you're a junior now, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I would just like to say that I think it is excellent that you are taking the time to start thinking about college now in your junior year. I definitely think that's a good time to do it. and it's excellent that you're not waiting till the last minute to start that process. Can you imagine how you would feel if you were starting this next year?
I would be so much more stressed. I'm already stressed out enough with it being pretty far away.
Yep, I'm definitely impressed that you're starting this now, so great job with that. What would be your ideal solution to this issue that you're having with the college process?
I think like researching into colleges is just too much for me. Like breaking it down to get to like a specific kind of like specific college I want to go to. I think that's just like the hardest part about it all.
What do you know about college now? Is there any one specific part that you are confident or for sure?
Picking my major, I think I'm pretty confident on that.
Okay, and what major is that?
Criminal justice.
Okay. Can you tell me any reasons that you're picking criminal justice?
Not really. I just like that field, kind of.
Okay. Have you had any conversations with your parents about your major?
Yeah, I've had a few. Both of them.
Okay. And what do they say?
My dad's for it, and he doesn't mind that I picked that, but my mom's a little iffy because she just thinks it's a scary field to go into.
Does she explain why she thinks it's scary?
She just said, like, nowadays it's kind of unsafe, and you have to be really dedicated for it.
Have you mentioned a specific career that you're interested in?
I thought about becoming a police officer, but I'm not absolutely sure yet.
Okay, so you can see why she might be nervous about you choosing that career?
Yeah.
Okay. And what reasons do you think she has concerns?
Probably because nowadays, police officers are in a lot of danger now because, like, everything's just getting out of control, and a lot of them have been killed and died during the job, and she's just afraid that it will happen to me.
So it sounds like her concerns are mainly for your safety. Do you think that's true? Okay. So you can understand why, as a mom, she would be concerned about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think there's some things that you could tell her or explain to her that maybe would reduce her concerns?
Yeah. I think if I looked into them, I could figure out what to say.
What kind of things specifically do you think that you could research or look into or tell her that would make her feel more comfortable with your choice?
I could go into the training and how they act, they get you to be able to defend yourself and stuff. So maybe it'll make her feel like I'll be able to when it comes time to.
I think that's a really good choice. I think that would be something that would help. I think that's a very good idea that you had with researching the training, and maybe that would help her feel more comfortable with it. Okay, so maybe that's something we can add to your homework too, getting into some specifics of your major. What are some things that you would like to research for her? You mentioned the training, which is excellent. What other things do you think you could tell her, or tell both of your parents, about criminal justice as a major?
The safety involved, how you can protect yourself.
Okay. What other things?
How it's important that they need people to go into that field because, without that, there's no control.
That's also a great topic. Is there anything else you think you could look into?
No, I don't know any.
What about maybe some other career options within the criminal justice field?
Mm-hmm.
Are those something that you're considering?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Well, we talked about some goals. So now I'd like to talk about some things that we can use to encourage you to complete those goals. Okay. So can you tell me a success that you've had
trying harder in my classes that have raised some of my lower grades up.
Okay, so you're doing better in some of your classes. You said you've improved your grades?
Yeah.
Okay, anything else?
I've been working harder to learn more about colleges so I can talk to my parents about it.
Okay, and can you see how those things are going to improve your future in college and specifically in our goal right now, which is completing the college process?
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell me how?
Well, by doing better in school, I can get into the college I want to or a better college. And with talking to my parents, I can start figuring out more about college and help them out and feel included into it.
Yep, I think that's great. And those things will definitely encourage you. Now, can you tell me something that you do well?
I'm pretty good at talking to people, so it's kind of helping me talk to my parents because I feel comfortable with it.
Okay. And can you tell me how your friends would describe you?
Pretty hardworking and able to get a message out.
Okay. Those are really good qualities. Can you tell me a little bit about your friends? Are they working on the college process or
Yes.
looking into things as well?
Yeah, they are a little bit. They're not going really into full detail yet. They're just doing little minor things to help them talk
Okay.
to the parents and stuff.
Would you say that they're doing about the same that you are?
Some are, not all of them though.
Okay. So maybe you're kind of in the middle. Some people are.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of things are your friends looking into in college? Just kind of the broad topic, or?
Yeah, they're just looking at tuition and majors, and that's really it.
Okay. Do you know of anybody that's looking into the same major as you?
No.
No? Okay. Okay, so we've established a change that we want to make happen. Can you tell me what that one was?
To change so I can look more into colleges and other jobs if I don't know if I actually want to go into the police.
Okay. So how do you think completing that goal would make you feel?
A lot happier and less stressed, so I can start figuring out what I want to do.
Okay. So if I were to give you a week's time to complete that, would you be able to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, looking into your major and some of the specific things that we defined.
Mm-hmm.
Can you again tell me what those were?
To look more into the training and the reasons for it and safety.
Okay, great. I think you're showing a great interest in looking into college and you're taking our homework seriously, which I also think is great. So in the next week, I'd like for you to talk to your parents, have those conversations, do your research, and let me know how that's making you and your parents feel.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you think that they're going to feel after this?
A lot happier and feel more included into this process because it's really important.
You mentioned including them. I think that that is something that would be really helpful for your situation. And I think that that would make your parents feel really good as well. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we've established our homework. We're going to meet again next week for our session. You're going to cover those topics with your parents. And you can feel free to contact me throughout the week if you have any questions or concerns.
Okay.
All right, so how do you feel after today's conversation?
A lot better. I think I'll be able to talk to my parents about it.
Great. I think that you're talking really well about the topic, and I think we're making a lot of progress there. And I really appreciate you taking the time to meet with me and taking it seriously and putting in this effort that you're making here. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, it was great to see you. Thank you for coming in. I'll see you next week.
Okay, bye.